We don't care what age they are. They left the children. My thing is, as long as the child wasn't in diapers, and another child was playing around a child in diapers, then listen, you got to chalk that off as children with children. They're in the same bracket of children. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's how it is. And what I do is, I'll be 100. Where was the parents? I blame the parents. Well, why the kids got so much time to do all this stuff then? Huh? Why children got all this time to have all these sexual adventures? They got a million sexual adventures. How do you have all that time to do that? Where was you at? Oh, you didn't think the children were doing anything. Well, then that means you were naive about human nature, wasn't you? Well, if you put children in there, you think they're just sitting there like a dog? A dog can just sit there in the same spot, but you think human beings. Now you see what I'm saying? They treat their children like pets. Oh, it's going to be right there, cuddled up in this little spot. You walk away, they having full-blown sex. And listen, that's the naive nature of American parenthood. You sitting up there thinking your kids are like pets in the room just sitting there. They're just sitting there. Oh, you think they're gonna stay like that the whole time? Think about how you was when you was a kid. That's all you gotta do. Was you sitting there the whole time? Yeah, tell the truth. You wasn't sitting there the whole time, was you? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to show you. The global law is children with children. We do not blame children for what they do with other children. If anything, we blame the parents. The parents is the one that's responsible for the children's actions. Right or wrong, that's a 7 Al. Well, the child is not even legally responsible for its own actions. So legally, the child isn't even responsible for itself to work. Let's put it like this. The child is not even legally responsible for itself to get out here and have its own place and live on its own, right? It's all the parent providing all of that, right? The parent is providing all of that. How can you hold a child responsible when they're not even legally, they can't even go out on their own. They can't even live on their own. Anybody that can't go out, live on their own and get an apartment, I do not hold responsible. Look, they under your parental care. Now, when you are not under parental care of someone else, then that's when society blames you because you out here on your own. Doing whatever you want to do. Nobody's to blame. But when you're under the care of someone else and you can't literally go buy an apartment, which will be under the age of 18, now you see what I'm saying. If you can't go and live on your own, a person is that young, they can't buy an apartment, that should not be looked at as a person that cannot interact with children sexually. This person has to go to their mother's house, literally. Not by choice, by force. Where they gonna live at? They can't get no apartment. So you're not grown enough, you're not grown enough as a human to be out here. Now you see what I'm saying. So you're charging someone that is not even grown enough to go out into the world. That's the bottom line. Because you can split hairs about age and how they look and everything. Can they go out and buy an apartment? Can they go live on their own? Because what they want to do is bring up driving a car. Let me tell you something, driving a car. You know how simple that is? Let's talk about how simple it really is. Not talking about traffic. Let's talk about how simple it is to actually drive a vehicle. All you got to do is push on the gas and turn a circle. What makes you so much of an adult to be able to do something so simple? Pushing the gas, turning a circle back and forth. That's basically a video game. Right or wrong? That's basically a video game. That's simple. But you can't go get an apartment on your own, can you? Because you're not responsible. You're not grown enough to be living on your own. That's why you shouldn't be charging anyone that's under the age of 18. Now, adults should be with adults. This is the global codes. Adults with adults, children with children. Unfortunately, we can't control what some teenage girls do with their boyfriends. They're nasty. They're nastier than ever. Okay, let's be 100. I know how I was when I was a teenager. When I was 16, I was skipping school, having sex with a girl. She skipping school with me, coming back to my mom's house and having sex. Kids, that's what they do. And they do nasty things. I did nasty things when I was 16. So we can't paint our children like angels, okay? Children are going to be with children, whether you like it or not. They're going to get away with it. It is what it is. You ain't going to never know about it. And that is what that is. Okay? Children with children, adults with adults. That is the perfect, excellent legal system concerning charging people. Because how you going to control what a child thinks and what it does? That's real. New to the world. Haven't even been here 2 decades. And you charging them already?